Sure.
All right, welcome everyone to the meeting. Does any one of you have any agenda items we should add?
Daniel, no, actually, no.
No. Okay. Okay.
I guess I have a little bit of a
Sure.
request about the timing of this meeting. Like I want to, because it coincides with another meeting that's every 2 weeks, so I want to move it 1 week.
Sure.
But we can put that on the agenda, you know.
I mean, let's talk about it now.
Okay.
So generally that would work for me. I can ask Philip if that works for him. How about you, Satyam and Akash? Would that work for you, moving it by a week?
Yeah, no issues. As long as time is same, we are like good.
Sure. Okay. I guess I'll take an action to just ask around on Slack just to make sure that the usual suspects know of the change, and then I'll announce it on the mailing list.
And are we going to bring the next one after that forward, or are we going to move it back?
Maybe let's see how many. I don't know how long the list of issues and pull requests is. Maybe it's going to make sense to follow up in a week or in 3 weeks. I'm not sure. It was really thought ahead about it.
Sure. Let's decide at the end of this then.
Okay. Right. Let's have a look at the pull request then. So the first one, I guess, is the one you mentioned, Brian.
Do we have absolutely nothing else on the agenda? That's cool. That's okay. Sorry, I was surprised by that. That was all.
Yeah, just have a look at the meeting document, and nobody added anything.
Okay.
Yeah, the last time it was mostly just Oktoberfest and other PRs and issues.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we use, let me just give you the background to this PR. We use Jaeger, which is a distributed tracing, and we were getting no traces out of scope, and I was puzzled by this, and then I looked exactly how the context gets set up, and it's running in the background context, which I can only assume was meant as a quick hack.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's that one.
Yeah, it looks like Adam and Rolly already approved your change.
Neither of whom is a maintainer, but never mind.
Yeah. The problem of maintainers is something we should probably talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just you and Fons who are listed as maintainers, and like things like this shouldn't really sit in the queue for that long.
Yeah, sure. I don't think this is very contentious. I mean, I was happy to wait for it to finish the smoke tests, CI.
Okay, but right now you don't need anything. You would just, after the approvals, you would just go and merge it, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Let's take a look at the next one. Yeah, thanks a lot for fixing this. Okay. Here's another one from you.
Yep.
don't report dead or defunct processes.
Yeah, so this came directly out of a situation where someone had 25,000 zombie processes on their machine, and scope got a little large. I think really there should be a richer fix. Well, I don't know. So what this does is just like throws away all the information about the process if it's in any kind of dead. Z is zombie, X is dead, and X is dead. So yeah, I guess it's possible that someone wants to look at dead processes. The thing is, they don't stay dead for very long, right? Unless they turn into zombies, they will get reaped by the parent. So anyway, whatever. It's trivial, and it will stop the thing crashing under certain circumstances.
So I just saw in the previous PR that Adam and Rolly reviewed it. Would it make sense in the meantime, until we find a solution to the maintainers problem, to ask them maybe about PRs? Because
sure,
what you just said in general about this specific PR makes a lot of sense to me, but it's just that others have much more experience reviewing this kind of thing than I do.
Yeah, sure. I mean that. Yeah, I'll poke them.
Cool. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, there was a brief PR from somebody who wanted to update the license, the copyright years, but wasn't quite sure if they wanted to update some test scripts. So we're still waiting on that one.
So you're talking about 3373?
Yes, sorry, 3373. Yes.
So what did you mean? Do you want to add the test?
So in their first comment, they said future update writing test scripts to automatically update.
Oh,
updates.
Okay.
So I wasn't quite sure if they were planning to do this as part of this PR.
Yeah, we can just merge this, I guess. I mean, it's trivial, right?
It is, and it's what we did in the previous year. So I looked this up already. One thing. Yeah, sorry.
Go on. Do we think this is a Hacktober one?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Sorry.
Is there an issue?
No, not that one.
Okay. Okay. I flagged a few of the PRs as Hacktober, but if it's not against an issue that's flagged Hacktober, then I'll leave it. I'll just approve it and merge it.
Okay, cool. So one thing I'm just noticing here, I know that the integration test can't be run for non-Weaveworks PRs, but how would I go about running those tests? I know that in the past, you pushed the branch to some other place and then the CI tests were run. Is this something that I could do in a short script just to short circuit this PR machinery a little bit?
Well, as long as you read it.
Yes.
Like the reason we don't run it is so that people can't run Bitcoin mining.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to go through the mind of a human, but it just the branch has to be pulled from their repo and pushed to our repo. That's all.
Okay. And would it be automatically picked up by the the pull request in GitHub?
Yeah, I imagine it picks it up if it's on the same commit hash, but it picks it up somehow. It's magic.
Interesting. Okay, that's something I'll find out and then maybe document somewhere so we can do this until we have a more lasting solution to this.
Sure.
Okay. Moving on, the next one was 3372. Was to support ARM64 builds. And I think we're still waiting for an update from them. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was deliberately taken out, and there's a comment saying that the reason it doesn't work and a link to why it doesn't work, and he's just put it back in again without actually checking if it works. So I'm gonna ignore that for now until he says he's at least tried it.
Yes. If they don't come back in a week or something, we can still close it. All right. Yeah, he was another one I wanted to test. It was 3369. And I asked you for instruction how to test this, but I couldn't get the local build to succeed because of some cache directories which were written by root, and I couldn't find a way to work around this.
Yeah, Marcus gave you an answer to that, I think, just a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, it still didn't work. I'll follow up with.
Oh, really?
That, yeah.
Well, you should probably file that as an issue.
Yes. Yes. Akash and Satyam, did you have any problems building scope? If you just run make?
I am facing one protocol error issue in Alpine builds. Yeah, but I was like only facing in my local system, but when we are running in Circle CI, then it's passing.
Right.
So I don't think that's an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow up with Marcus then. There wasn't, 3363 is the next one in the list.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're also waiting for their feedback.
Sure. I think I can follow this up. He's our colleague, so
Excellent.
yeah.
So, yeah, I think I just asked for the example because there's basically only one line that's changed, and I just wasn't immediately sure what rep.name would actually be.
Yeah. Right. Sure, Brian. I'll ask him to follow this. Yeah.
Thank you.
So the issue 3306 says EG includes CRI probe in the message. Yeah, so I guess that's if it says something like CRI probe. I didn't really know what the issue 3306 really means, or what Lily was trying to think of, and I didn't know what Prince Ratchet has changed it to.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to follow up to.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and the last one on the list is the one 3355.
Yeah, which I said I would review and then.
Yeah. Sorry, Brian. Actually, this is very huge change, and it's okay. Like if it takes time, we are okay with that.
Yeah. So let me see. There's 5 commits. So one of them is quite modest. One of them is enormous. Oh, that's like mostly vendoring.
Yeah, one like the whole package for KTS snapshot client set we have added as a vendor. So one commit is only for that, and like
Right. Okay.
so it's quite a big change.
Snapshot client. Okay.
Yes.
So I have a vague memory we discussed this. That library, is that specific to OpenEBS?
No, library is not specific to OpenEBS. It is just kept in the OpenEBS, one of the repo created in OpenEBS organization, because that library in the incubator project where this particular CRD code lies, it is not, the PR for this client set is not merged there for version client, which we require in this case.
Oh, okay. I see you've actually put that in the commit message.
Sure.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's even in the issue brand. Issue number is 3316. So
Okay. Well, commit message is a great place to put it, and the PR. I guess you did say refer to the issue. Okay. So so 5 commits, one quite medium sized, one huge, which is the vendoring one. 300 lines. Jesus. Okay. Another one's 100 lines. Another one's 159 lines. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to work through it.
sure.
Already looked at. And that's all the pull requests. Excellent. Okay, we have a couple of bugs since the last meeting. There's one from you, Brian. It's 3378. Is it?
Yeah, I came across that. One of our users sort of pointed out this change in the Kubernetes recommended labels. So it's just a feature idea. 3378.
Okay. Where this should be visible, like below Kubernetes label in the overlay which we get when we click on node.
Sorry, I'm not really hearing you very well. If
Okay. Labels. I'm asking on the scope UI where it should come in the labels part only or below that.
Oh, well, I mean, it could be a whole new. So basically, there's a whole new level of grouping, which is called an application. And so it's a level above controller, I think.
Okay.
So in the scope view, where we have like processes, containers, pods, controllers.
Yeah.
Or I guess it would go in the Kubernetes menu. It would go above controller. Like there'd be an applications level.
Okay.
But there's so there's like part of, right? I mean, so the basic idea is you might be running like a blog, and you've got some PHP component, and you've got a MySQL component, and maybe you've got an ingress component or something like that, and they all actually go together. But when you look at Kubernetes at the moment, there'll be like 3 separate deployments, and we have no idea they go together.
Yeah.
So that's I think the feature. Maybe I need to explain that a bit better in the.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so that's part of, and then name and component we could just pull out in the, somewhere in the GUI. We currently have various heuristics to try and put stuff on the screen, which is interesting. And so this would be like another heuristic. If you see this label, then pull that out. Like we've already got all the labels anyway, but so like every blob on the screen has a main label and a sub label, and those are pulled from various places. So that's kind of what I was thinking of. I should probably type that in, right?
Yeah.
You're good thinking of picking that up and finding an issue for it.
Finding an issue for what?
Yeah, the recommended labels. Like that was good thinking.
Well, this is the issue 3378.
Yep. No, I just said thanks for typing this up.
Oh, you said thanks for the issue. Sorry, I thought you said you should file an issue. Yeah.
No. That was good thinking. All right. 3376. Yeah, somebody mentioned this on Slack as well.
Oh.
Okay, so there seems to be some difference in the amount of memory reported. Yeah, it looks like somebody would need to reproduce this. Okay, shall we move on? Because I don't know, does anyone feel like trying to reproduce this, or?
Which one? He said the numbers are wrong.
3376.
Yeah. Well, I guess someone should look at it, but
yeah,
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
Sure, we can try this one. We'll try and reproduce. We'll put our view. Yeah.
Yeah, because they already mentioned like how best to reproduce it.
Right. It's a well-filed issue, actually.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Next one is by Breeze. It's 3375. Spark unpopulated.
So I think there's 2 sides to this. One is like, why did it happen? And it happened because we don't aggregate when there's more than one thing. And then the second thing is, how could he as the user understand what's happening? So I think having some like a hover over note saying this is blank because there's 2 containers or something like that would be a solution to the second problem. I was just looking up there's other issues about the aggregation problem.
Right. Yeah, I think for this, we could ask Bianca maybe if she has some ideas on how we could at least inform the user of what's happening.
Yeah, the other thing is in Weave Cloud, if you click on it, you get a Prometheus display which does aggregate.
Right.
And we could pull that into the. We talked about pulling that into the scope GUI, but we never got around to it.
Right. Yeah, I'll ask her if she has some thoughts on if there's something simple we could do. Thank you. Okay, the next one is 3374. I want
Yeah, they didn't really explain what they wanted.
yes.
But one of our end users came along and
Yes.
Help.
Help.
Brilliant. Yeah, even a thoughtful response.
presumably they'll come back.
Yeah, I'll probably follow up on that one and close the issue. Okay. Yeah, the next one is from you, Brian, as well. It's 3362 about supporting the Kubernetes job workload.
Yeah.
So, Brian, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. You want it? Actually, I'm saying like, can you, just, explain more in bit in this issue for the support Kubernetes job workload, with all the shape and other things, because we have some contributors like we actually have it on a weekend, so we can ask them to work on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to assign it to someone or?
No, just update it with the proper details, probably. What should be the shape? I can see that.
Okay. You want to know what the shape should be? Well, I don't know. I do code. I don't do shape.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the shape is for a cron job. Does anyone know?
No.
Okay. And adjacencies, is like how they should be drawn and all. So that would help.
In theory, we have some cron jobs in. Cron jobs are triangles.
Okay. Sure, no issues. So we'll, we will have contributors here. So probably we'll work with them and get this.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll do a screen dump of the triangles, a screen grab, so you can see what I'm talking about.
Sure. Never mind. If you want it like a cron job, then we'll put the same.
Well, like I say, I don't do shapes. I'm just terrible at visual design. So
for this one, I can also ask like Bianca and Philip, see if they have ideas. Or no.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yes, we'll do.
Yeah. Cool.
The next one is 3359. Somebody asking about multiple clusters.
Yeah. I think we can close this.
Right. Do you want to think of a thoughtful reply?
Yeah, he asked like, can scope visualize? So I answered, I guess. Sure, I'll put No issues.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I guess I don't know whether we have an issue for it. Like, what if you just point all of your nodes at the same scope instance, then you'll just get everything in one display. What you might like is like each cluster to actually look different, or maybe like yet another level like above process, container, pod, deployment, cluster. Like that would be cool.
Yes.
And I don't even know if we have an issue saying that.
Right. So currently, scope will treat every node coming. I mean, whatever the node is of, like process or whichever cluster it is coming from, it is treating it as the same. So
Yeah.
we can have some color combination or something for the cluster on the cluster basis also. I don't know.
It's issue 1714 is pretty much what I'm just talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll just put a comment on that recent one that, like, yes, you can display it, but
Yeah, okay. Are you putting or should I?
yeah, I'll put it in.
That's good. Sure.
Okay. The next one was 3358 from Ilya, who wanted to hide the internet. Okay, it looks like that needs some design or some UX thinking on how to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of highly connected nodes, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is generally a problem, and we have, well, yeah, we have a couple of other issues about 1092 and 1188.
Mm-hmm.
1614 maybe.
Right. Yeah. I'm just wondering if it would make sense, or do we have a label for something like needs design or needs something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. Okay. Because I noted down a couple which would make sense for Bianca and Flip and others to look at. So maybe we should start using that label a bit more, and then just to make it easier for them to organize their work.
Sure.
Okay. And then there was the last one, which was from Bianca, 3357. Yeah, it was also a design issue.
So I think she's saying put the word on the icon. Okay. Well, like I say, I don't do shapes.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to summarize, I have a couple of issues I want to raise with a bunch of people. I'll do that tomorrow, and I'll tell people about moving the meeting. And the maintenance thing is another thing we should start discussing. Did you have anything else you wanted to raise during the meeting?
I just want to, tell here that on the Saturday we are having, since previous Saturday we have started this on-site, hackathon kind of thing in Mangalore. So here, like, we have a lot of developers who are interested to contribute to open source, but they do not know where to contribute. So Saturday we are we'll be working on some of the scopes UI issues. I cannot promise how many of them will be closed, but I can definitely, help them understanding what scope is, how to run it, and all the stuff. Uh, I believe we'll get some good pull requests out of it. So and we have a good amount of UI issues also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from my side.
Yeah, thanks a lot for organizing this. Let us know how things go. Like if there's anything where you need help or somebody to look over something, or if you find yourself explaining something for the fourth or fifth time, maybe it would be worth that we start documenting this.
Yeah. Right. That would be again good.
Yeah. All right.
I think we're nearly out of time on the meeting.
Yes, we are. Okay. Any last thoughts?
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.